Hello guys, I hope you all are doing well today. Welcome to ID Talk TV. In this video I'll bring you some of the latest happening in Chelsea Football Club. Even though not much have been going on due to the international break. But the international break runs up today and lots of actions will go down in the weekend. So stay tuned as I take you through some of the latest happening in Chelsea Football Club. So let's begin with this report that have been trending concerning Moisés Caicedo. Check this out from Moisés Caicedo on his official Instagram handle. Chelsea Football Club star Moisés Caicedo has separated from and is no longer represented by his former agent Manuel Sierra of Football Division Worldwide, and is not represented by Ali Barat of Epic. The contract ended on August 14, 2025, and the player has now appointed people that he can trust. This is coming directly from Moisés Caicedo. Officially, he has ended his contract. His contract ended with his agent, talking about Manuel Ramos Sierra of the Football Division Worldwide. Moisés Caicedo, in a statement, said he's not being represented by Ali Barat. So, officially, his contract with his agent, talking about Manuel Ramos Sierra, have actually ended. And that contract ended in August 14th of 2025. Now, moving forward, a lot of us will remember when Moisés Caicedo moved from Brighton to Chelsea. Manuel Ramos Sierra was the agent of Moisés Caicedo that actually stood for the player as Chelsea actually signed the player from Brighton. Though Ali Barat was actually involved in that contract in an advisory role to Moisés Caicedo. And currently, he has actually parted ways with Manuel Sierra, his agent. And he has stated it clearly. He was not represented, or is not being represented by Ali Barat. And all of this, talking about Ali Barat, a super agent, one must actually say, one that actually can strike any deal for a player, and that deal would definitely happen. But Moisés Caicedo have actually went on to say that he has appointed people who he actually trusted. That statement actually carries a lot of weight. Could it be that the deal that brought Moisés Caicedo to Chelsea, there have been some fishy things about his agents? Well, or could it be that, just like Moisés Caicedo said, he have actually appointed people he actually trusted? Possibly, Moisés Caicedo just want to work alongside with people that are very close to him. And like some of the report is having is that his family members and a lawyer are just the people Moisés Caicedo have actually appointed to be his agents personally. But in all of this going on, what is Chelsea's stance in all of this with Moisés Caicedo and his agents? Check this out. Chelsea relaxed over Moisés Caicedo's future as midfielder publicly dumped his agent. So Chelsea are relaxed over Moisés Caicedo's future as midfielder current publicly dump his agent. I think every other club like Chelsea will be relaxed because currently Moisés Caicedo is one player that is a talk of the moment, most especially in his position as a deep-seated midfielder. One player that can actually win you tackles effortlessly and also area duels. Currently, he is the top when it comes to tackles in the Premier League. And having parted ways with his agent, and he has dumped the agent publicly, the stance of Chelsea is that Chelsea are relaxed because it only takes a super agent in the rank of Ali Barat to actually bring forth a very juicy contract and a very juicy offer on the table for players like Moisés Caicedo, who is currently talk of the moment. And all the player just need to do is to take a decision. And Moisés Caicedo is one man currently who have actually devoted his time and wants to be with Chelsea. Currently, Moisés Caicedo have a contract at Chelsea that runs until 2032 and is open and willing to see out his contract at Chelsea. And like he said in his post-match conference against Liverpool, that he would like to become a legend here in Stamford Bridge. Great stuff from Moisés Caicedo, and we hope to see how this will play out in the coming days. The report went on to say, Chelsea view Caicedo as untouchable, with reports suggesting they aim to improve his contract, which runs until 2032. I think at this point in time, Chelsea just have to do the needful. In as much as Moisés Caicedo have actually dumped his agent and is trying to work alongside with people whom he described that he trusted very well. That simply means Chelsea should act fast, because Moisés Caicedo currently will definitely be attracting interest from some of these big clubs, in quotes. Chelsea is a big club, don't take that away. But then, with the offer Moisés Caicedo currently is having on the table, if a juicy offer comes and Moisés Caicedo is convinced, he can definitely make that move. Currently, Moisés Caicedo earns around a whooping £150,000 in Chelsea. An offer of over £250,000 weekly can come, possibly from Real Madrid, from any of these big clubs. And once that offer comes, you can tell, a player can tell you that he is committed to staying. The next minute, once a juicy offer comes, they can actually make that move. And it takes a super agent in the rank of Ali Barat, like I said, to actually see that deal go through for a talented player, midfielder, best in his position currently in the world, for Moisés Caicedo. Don't forget, Ali Barat is that agent that actually ensured that Nicolas Jackson deal from Chelsea to Bayern Munich actually go through. So we hope to see, since Chelsea have described Moisés Caicedo as untouchable, then we should actually act like a club to make the player definitely feel untouchable. Increase his pay and make the player very much happy. So we'll see how that play out in the coming days. One player has been talking. Guiu has been talking. And what did Guiu say? Check this out. Guiu to Spanish outlet. When Nico said no to returning to Chelsea from Bayern, they called me. We talked about it and it was quick. In the end, I want to succeed at Chelsea, and that is how it was. It was all a bit chaotic, but in the end, I am a person who faces everything with the utmost positivity. And that is how I face it. Now enjoying every moment, because a footballer's career is short. And that is what I am doing, enjoying every moment that life gives me. There was never disappointment at leaving Sunderland. I believed that every action I take in my career is because I want to. And that is it. I am going to fight in every training section, in every game, every minute I have to play as many minutes as possible. That is coming from Guiu when he had that interview with Spanish media outlet talking about RTVE. So Guiu there actually talking tough. We all remember the story between Nicolas Jackson and Bayern Munich, and which actually led to Guiu being recalled back from his loan spell from Sunderland. Guiu already was loaned from Chelsea to Sunderland to play his football this season. But when Liam Delap got injured, Chelsea proactively took a quick measure, wanted to terminate the contract, that is the deal, seeing Nicolas Jackson going on loan to Bayern Munich. But Nicolas Jackson, very adamant, and have actually said he wouldn't want to return back to Chelsea. And Chelsea reached out to Sunderland again to actually call off Guiu loan. And Guiu, like he said, is someone that sees every situation with utmost positivity. Actually, never hesitated, get the call back and return back to Chelsea. And ever since his return, Guiu did not actually play any game for Chelsea, because there was rumor and report that Liam Delap might just be returning as soon as possible. So Chelsea never wanted to make the situation look that bad for Guiu. I never wanted to play him, because according to the football rule, you can't play for more than 2 clubs in a single season. And Guiu haven't had game times with Sunderland. Should he play for Chelsea, that simply means he can no longer go out on loan. And if Liam Delap actually comes back and be at his best as reported at the time, that simply means Guiu will find it difficult to get game time. But as it is now, Guiu is staying at Chelsea till the end of the season. And reports have it because he have actually had game time against Chelsea, against Liverpool, when it came up in the 74th minute in that particular encounter. Luckily enough, Guiu had a decent game when he was brought on alongside Gustavo Willian and Jimmy Gittins in that particular game. The link-up of play between Gustavo Willian and Jimmy Gittins up front, I mean, it was good to see. And Chelsea went on to defeat Liverpool in that particular encounter. All players made their contribution to that success. And Guiu, like I said, had a very decent game. And in that interview, he went on to say, having come back to Chelsea, he will ensure He fights in every training section. He fights for playing time, and he actually makes sure he gives his best and take advantage of every minute that will be given to him whenever he's called upon to play. So, having said that, I think it is actually the best time for Guiu to show the club what he has actually got and what he can offer in the absence of Liam Delap that has been out injured as the only natural number 9 striker that Chelsea have. And currently now, Guiu is the only natural number 9 Chelsea is having available in the squad. So he has to take advantage of this opportunity and give in his very best for the club. Talking about fighting for his place, take a look at Chelsea next 6 matches. Chelsea next 6 games include Nottingham Forest away, Ajax at home, Sunderland at home, Wolverhampton Wanderers away, Tottenham Hotspur away, and Karabakh away. So 6 of this game, 4 of which are Premier League games. The game against Ajax is UEFA Champions League, while Ajax and Karabakh is UEFA Champions League, while Wolverhampton Wanderers is an EFL Cup game. So 3 out of these games here are Premier League games. And it was reported that out of this, the first 4 games there, the Nottingham Forest, Ajax, Sunderland, and Wolverhampton Wanderers games are the games that Kopama is likely to miss this period. So we have to wait and see, which means Kopama is likely to return against Tottenham Hotspur. And after Tottenham Hotspur, I think the Arsenal game that will follow. But we hope to see how things unfold. But so far, this is an opportunity for Guiu to definitely fight for a place. Our next Premier League game this weekend, which is a lunchtime kickoff, is against struggling Nottingham Forest. Indeed, Nottingham Forest have actually been struggling after they actually employed the service of Ange Postecoglou. Now, talking about Nottingham Forest, here's the latest on Nottingham Forest. Exclusive. Angelos Marinakis is considering parting ways with second manager of the season as Shandai waits in the wings. Nottingham Forest owner, talking about Evangelos Marinakis, is considering parting ways with Ange Postecoglou, who have just been in charge of 7 games after taking over from Nuno Espirito Santos. And that 7 games Ange Postecoglou have been in charge for Nottingham Forest have definitely been a disaster. He has actually been in charge for 7 games, lost 5 and drew 2. His draw actually comes against Sunderland and away to Real Betis in the Europa League. The remaining 5 games, he has actually lost those games. So Ange Postecoglou yet to pick a win for Nottingham Forest. And I want to believe after this international break, Chelsea will not turn to Charity FC in order to give Ange Postecoglou a lifeline to keep his job, because that is what Chelsea are good at doing. We can all remember what happened in the Manchester United game. Ruben Amorim was under intense pressure, but Chelsea gave Ruben Amorim a lifeline after Ruben Amorim Manchester United defeated Chelsea by 2-1. And that is why Ruben Amorim is still keeping his job till date. But in this case, I want to believe, in as much as Nottingham Forest have been struggling since Ange Postecoglou took charge, Chelsea stand every chance to actually see that game off. But then, it's football. Everything and anything is possible. But like I said, Nottingham Forest game shouldn't be one that Chelsea should lost at this point in time. Chelsea should do everything to ensure all 3 points. And if Chelsea went on to defeat Nottingham Forest, I think that might just be the end for Ange Postecoglou. So we'll see how that play out in the coming days. Okay, let's move on. Let's take a look at the report on Axel Disasi. Check this out. Borussia Dortmund have identified Chelsea Axel Disasi as a potential replacement should Nico Schlotterberg leave next summer. The report went on to say, Besiktas management has identified Chelsea defender Axel Disasi as their primary target in January. 2 clubs coming for Chelsea bomb squad member, talking about Axel Disasi. Well, we hope to see how this play out. While Borussia Dortmund have identified Axel Disasi as a potential replacement for Nico Schlotterberg should he actually leave next summer, Besiktas, on the other hand, have identified Axel Disasi as a primary target this January. But we'll wait to see if Axel Disasi will actually make a move to Turkish Super League. Because after the transfer window shut down, the Turkish Super League window was still open for about 2 weeks, and the players never indicated interest of actually moving. But we hope to see if this will definitely happen in January. Or Borussia Dortmund also will act fast. I haven't seen that Besiktas have actually came into the fold. So let's hope and see how this plays out in January. The January transfer window is just by the corner. 2 months away for the January transfer window to be open. So we'll see if Axel Disasi will make that move, either to Turkey or to Germany. The international break is over. I mean, news is beginning to come out. And our manager talking about Enzo Maresca is in the news. He has actually taken a deep reflection of what happened in the game with Liverpool. Check this out. Enzo Maresca, it's a great feeling. This is my second season at the club, but we had never won in the last minute at home before. The reaction that led to the sending off was instinctive, but maybe it was worth it. We are talking about one of the biggest clubs in the world, one that has struggled in recent years for various reasons. He went on to say, when I first signed, I felt the pressure of being the only Italian not to have won here. But fortunately, it hasn't gone that way. Bringing the club back to the top is a very satisfying feeling. 2 things from Enzo Maresca's comment. He talks about the sending off, the red card he actually got in the game against Liverpool. Though it wasn't a straight red. First, he had a yellow card alongside with Arne Slot, the Liverpool manager, after argument. And the second yellow card he got was when Estavo William scored that late winner against Liverpool. And the manager left his position, left his box, to actually celebrate with the player. In my opinion, as a Chelsea fan, the only reaction that could give Enzo Maresca relief was what he did. I think this red card, a lot of Chelsea fans have actually supported it, and it was, it was worth it. Enzo Maresca actually got that, because that win set Chelsea season on track going into the international break, and it was indeed worth it. Now, in the second report, in the second part of his statement, he actually said, he talks about the trophy he actually won with Chelsea, because that's basically what that second statement of Enzo Maresca is all about. In last season, he actually won the Conference League, finished Chelsea in top 4, and also won the Club World Cup, and which have actually made Chelsea the champion of the world for the next 4 years. But his last statement there, he said he have actually brought back the team back to the top. The big question here is Chelsea actually back to the top? That is a very big question. But have we actually left where we were before? Absolutely. Has Enzo Maresca ball and his tactical ability impacted on the team? In my opinion, the answer is yes. Before the coming of Enzo Maresca, philosophically speaking, our football was having no direction. But Enzo Maresca came in, steadied the ship, had some couple of good game time last season, even though sometimes it was a bit shaky. And Chelsea season get back on track in the 2024-2025 Premier League season against Fulham when Chelsea traveled to Craven Cottage. We were trailing in that particular encounter 1-0 in the first half. And in the second half, Enzo Maresca made some couple of changes, brought in Tyrick George. Tyrick George got us the equalizer close to the edge of the box. And at the dead minute, in the dying minute of that game, Pedro Neto with a stunner to give Chelsea a 2-1 win over Fulham. And that was how Chelsea's season turns around. Went on a winning streak, secured top 4, went on to win the Conference League. And Chelsea, at the end of the season, Chelsea participated in the Club World Cup, went on to become champion of the world. But for Enzo Maresca to have said it's Chelsea that he has brought back Chelsea to the top, we are not there yet. Obviously speaking, we are not there yet. But we are not where we used to be before. So far so good. Enzo Maresca have done pretty well, but there's still more to be done for the club. So what do you make of all the latest happening in Chelsea, which I've brought to you this moment? Drop your thoughts down below. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you in my next video. Bye.